So, on Monday, the wood finally arrived. So that's 2 metres 40, 45 pieces. And the reason I've waited since the end of February, no, when was it? March, April 1st I ordered these. I've only just got them, 16th, 17th of June today. I can't even remember. 17th of June. And they arrived on Monday. Now then, which one have I opened already? I can't remember. Anyway, so this is all for the greenhouse. I've got my favourite tool ready. And this is what it should look like when finished. So, inside all of these bags are the brackets. So these are all marked up, and they're from Easy Frames in the USA. I think I ordered these in the beginning of December and they arrived in January as well, so this whole project has been delay. Anyway, you'll see this is basically all the brackets and everything are made for this size of wood, so it's a snug fit. And I also have, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of brackets, shit ton of self-tapping wood screws. It's a bit smaller than the ones I already have, so 3.5 by 30, door hinge, and I think that's everything. So you can see I already worked out the calculations because they're American and I had to work it all out in centimetres. And then, yeah, that's what I'm going to be starting off with, the floor plan. So this will go. I started off the day, I think it was about 7:30 when I started because it was nice and cool. It was about 15 Celsius. And that was, I think it's nearly 10 AM now. Oh, Tiny's having a toilet break in the middle of my greenhouse space. So I've basically just hoed all this out. You'll see this cardboard has been doing a good job of weed suppressant. This is all the shit that I've just been throwing around. Thanks, Tiny. You're adding your mark. And then I got the leaf blower in, blew off all the soil. And if you remember, the door of the greenhouse is going to go there. Thanks, Tiny. So, to get started. Oh yeah, and the other day, how many is there? Probably about 6. 1. You see all the paving slabs there? That was already laid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Need another one right at the end. And there's Elvis. You can see I've just dumped these on top just to kind of get an idea of the positioning. So the idea when the gate is on the railings that still haven't arrived for the parking area, there'll be a gate there and either a pulley or winch system to drop things like these 25 kilo bags of bird food down, and then I can wheelbarrow them all along. So there's probably about 6 or 8 slabs left on the parking area at the minute. Anyway, I digress. So today's job is all about, I did all this on Monday, by the way, it's Wednesday now. Today's job is all about the greenhouse. So, see how I get on. so satisfying. 2 of those, 10, 12 of those, 4 of those. And the bees hiding underneath. Ding, 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 ding. Reminder, I need to get a new tape measure. Yeah, going good. Alright, there's the production line of double coated wood protector. So it's water repellent and more importantly kind of bug repellent. Laser hydrofugans. So those ones there. I'm having a quick break because the biting flies have started to come out with the sunshine. So tiny. I am covered in varnish again. Right, double coats on those bits. And there's the base so far. So I'm really pleased that the measurements weren't completely fucked up when I laid the slabs. So yeah, I'll come back to that in a bit. Alright, Sunday morning, back on greenhouse builds. So this will be the roof. If you imagine these struts will come up 120-degree angle and then they'll be braced. So this will be the ridge line of the greenhouse. And then I'm going to see how far I can get building the walls. I'll build the walls up there. I'm going to leave the roof down here so that I have space. And then ask one of my friends to come and help me lift the roof up. And we're going to have to take it up the ramp. Alright. It's just hit 1:45, and as you can see, the shade is disappearing. It's 29 Celsius and humid as hell. So that's the roof and the struts for the roof done. This will be the door. These two pieces are the framing that goes either side of the door, so the uprights will be like here. There's some braces that will go on at some point. And these pieces are all the same, so there'll be the uprights that go along these sides. And you'll see I've already put some of the framing up at the back, but I've had to brace it with a piece of wood, some of that shitty old wood that the builder said I could have. So, not much left to go, but it is scorching. And got some more triangular brace type things. Yeah, it's quite satisfying seeing the pile of wood disappearing. Right, I'm hungry and I'm hot and I'm very tired. So, I'm going to go have some lunch, put this to bed for today. Alright, so it's Wednesday morning. Almost there, ready to put the roof on and the door on. So that's the frame for the door, which goes here. It's going to be hinged on that side, hopefully. I might even have to dig out a bit of soil there, but I can do that later. So these uprights can be moved into position. They've all got their little bits on the top to catch the wood. And then these will be the uprights going around the edge. But again, I'm going to leave those until the roof is on and then we can position them in. And then the back wall, I've got the catchy bits on as well. This will plug straight into one of the corners of the 120-degree angles. Those bits So yeah, this is the bit that I can't do by myself, so calling in the troops. Alright, so it's Thursday the 25th of June. There we go. Put the hinges on the door. Let's have a word with the company that supplied the kit, because they said there might be a bit of a gap, and it's like, well, actually, if you consider the space for the hinges, there's a massive gap, so I've just blocked it out. And I've also put extra braces. Thank you to my 4 friends who came around earlier to help me put the roof on. It's a bit of a debacle, but we got there. The rain's coming down ever so slightly, and there's a few extra braces around. You see where I've been varnishing. Luckily it's quick dry. So we put extra braces here. On the plans there were little braces in the corners there, so luckily I had these 8 brackets. The cutting plans were slightly wrong, so there wasn't enough of these. These joints, just, you know, in a T-joint, weren't strong enough. But yeah, anyway, we got there. I'll put a latch on there, but not before I've done another coat of varnish. I might actually brace that with something, maybe across the back. So yeah, almost done, and then I can measure to see what kind of coverings are going to go on it. But that is not a job for now, so I'm going to call it for today. Yeah, well happy with that, and the roosters agree. Alright, catch you later.